Today we are going to definitively answer a question that all of you have been asking. Which one has the better poster collection? Pokemon Black Bolt and White Flare or Prismatic Evolutions? I know, that's been on everybody's mind, and nobody thought to bring up Pokemon 151. I know, weird. Everyone's just debating these two. We all know that Pokemon 151 had the best poster, but we gotta figure out who's in second. This debate has had the Pokemon community in shambles. Look, he even fell, he's so distraught. So there is a bit of a problem here. So obviously the poster themselves is going to be dependent on personal opinion. However, there are 4 boosters inside of this one and only 3 in Prismatic Evolutions. So we're going to pick one of these to not count. Then it's going to be a battle between the pulls that are inside of the remaining 3 against the 3 that are in the other poster collection. But we are going to start off here with our much newer set, Black Bolt and White Flare, which I am a much bigger fan of than Prismatic, if I can be completely honest. I was also a big part of the Prismatic hype. There were a lot of things in that set that I wanted. There are a lot of things in that set that I still want. But I feel like I could do a video on Black Bolt and White Flare every week for the next 2 years and still have cards in it that I'm aiming for. So we are going to take a little look at the poster here, and then I'm going to try and do something to show you guys the, the poster in a more clean style than at my small setup here. Okay, I love this thing. Oh, that's sick. Okay, here it is. Don't you guys like it? Look, it's literally just Reshiram, and then it goes into Zekrom at the upper half. And then here on screen, I'll show you what this side of the poster actually looks like. It is a big boy. I have big hands. This is my hand for reference against Zekrom's face. The exciting thing to me is that I actually have hanging right here above this desk my Pokemon 151 poster, and I love it. It's all of the cards from 151. Well, not all of them. It's all of the artworks for the original 151 Pokemon. What I didn't know is that they would be doing the same thing here. God, my desk is not good for this kind of setup. But this is all of the Pokemon from Black and White in order, Pokédex order. Their artworks in the set going across, and then of course the EXs have a full art section for them, for the full card, and then the rest of them are just like the artwork cut out. This is just like the 151 poster. It's really cool. I also kind of want to hang this one up, but I really don't even know which side I want to display. Like, they're both really cool. I know where I can hang it. Like, it's massive. So is the 151 poster. Okay, poster out of the way. Let's get into the packs here. So, as expected, you have 2 Black Bolts, 2 White Flares. Now, as for which one I'm going to be doing, removing from the cycle, well, we're just going to do this until I run out of words to say. And then whichever one is currently on top is the one that we are going to be doing, removed from the competition here. And we're stopping now. So, I said top, we're doing bottom. We have Black Bolt. So, if this one has a pull in it, well, that sucks. It's being removed from the little pack battle that we're doing. So we're going to open this, and then we're going to look at the Prismatic one, and then we can do the packs kind of back to back. So here we have a code card. Then we have the Panpour, the Girder Audino, Krokorok, the Crustal Amogus, Scolipede Fennel with the Pokeball. Okay, always happy. It doesn't have to be a master, okay? I'm happy with Pokeballs as well. I actually think I have Fennel as a Pokeball already. And we have a Timber Full Art. So we got a Pokeball and a Full Art in one pack, and the pack that we're removing from the competition. I love this Timber card. Sadly, I do also already have this one. And like I said, I think I have that Fennel as a Pokeball, so that's kind of lame. But hey, I'll take me another Full Art Timber. But we do still have our promos in here. But then, of course, we have our promos. Starting off with the best, let's be honest, the Oshawott here. Promo number... Oh, wait, is this a promo? Oh, it's not a promo. It's from the set. It is technically going to be like a... You can't get this card as a holo in this set, I imagine. Yeah, let's be honest. Oshawott's just the best. I did start playing Pokemon Black and White pretty recently, playing some Pokemon Black. And, of course, I picked this as my starter. My wife is very big on judging what starter she wants off of its baby form and doesn't care what it's going to eventually evolve into. I'm the opposite. I care about what it's going to be in the future, right? And to be honest, Black and White, none of these starters really appeal to me. Like, legitimately, none of them appeal to me. I do like to go into a fresh new game blind, right? I like to go in with the baby and evolve it up and see what it becomes. But in this game, I remember actually looking up which one I wanted to go with. Oshawott is actually not who I would have picked, but Samurott is so Cool. Of course I went with Samurott. But when I made my starter decision, I asked my wife, because she's actually never played that generation of games, and out of the baby forms, she also picked Oshawott. So, interesting little thing to note. And there you go, guys. Free code cards for the masses! Do you know what else is free? Supporting this channel. I'd say it's safe to assume that you probably use Amazon once in a while. Well, linked down below, I have my own special Amazon link. It takes you to some sleeves that, again, I always highly recommend. But you don't have to actually buy those, it just kind of takes you to that page. Then anything that you buy on Amazon within 24 hours will actually give me a kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra, nothing else happens on your end. It just, whatever you were buying anyways, can help support me. But again, if you guys are looking for some sleeves, I unironically simp for these things, so maybe at least give them a shot. Anyways, let's get back to the video. But then we have the Prismatic Evolutions poster collection. This was actually a very interesting story behind this one that I don't want to go too much into, but I bought this from a very reputable seller that I have bought many things from in the past. And they kind of screwed me on this one, man. It was a whole ordeal. It took me forever to actually get my hands on this, and a bit of work to get my hands on it. But I still respect the seller. I think they just kind of dropped the ball on this one. So, I'm not gonna go naming and shaming. It wasn't that big of an ordeal, but it was a headache that I would have rather not had to deal with. So, we're also looking at a big boy poster, and this is gonna be just, you know, the diamond portraits that they've done for Prismatic with the evolutions in them. I actually don't think this is gonna be as big as the black and white. I could be wrong. I'm also not a big fan of this. Like, this set advertisement right here in the center of the poster. That's kind of lame to me. Like, I would have rather had, like, you know, have diamonds surrounding it, right? Than have it, like, Eevee in the center or something. This feels like something that you'd see in, like, in a card store, not in your house. So, unlike Black and White, and unlike Pokemon 151, they couldn't really do, like, an entire Pokédex thing here. So, instead, what they did was they actually did it horizontally, apparently, on the backside. And it's just all of the cards. it's just, hey, you remember the Umbreon that everyone wants? There it is. And there's the other version, and there's the Eevee, and then there's the other Eevee. And then for the basic cards, they did do the cut out the artwork thing. But it's much larger than it is on the others. But hey, they did put my Jolteon, it's kind of hard to see, right here dead center, so I'm happy about that. Okay, can confirm, they are the same size. And then, bam, I love plastics. I prefer the plastic when it's in a microform and inside of my lungs. So, of course, we have 3 packs of Prismatic here, which we'll be having go head-to-head against our Black Bolt and White Flare. But before that, we have some promos to look at. I do wonder what our evolutions would have looked like if they would have kept to doing 3 at a time instead of doing like Sylveon by itself, and Umbreon and Espeon together, and Glaceon and Leafeon together. I wonder how it would have changed what we actually have now. But they did just do the original 3 here, so we have Vaporeon, and this is actually a promo card down here, number 168. Then we have the best evolution, our Jolteon. Man, I do need to build... I'm thinking about building a collection of, like... I have an Absol binder, and I kind of want to do, like, binders for other favorites of mine, and it might be getting time to do a Jolteon binder. I'm heavily considering. Then we have our Flareon, probably going to be more of a fan favorite. I know a lot of people love Vaporeon, but that's mostly for the memes. I do gotta feel bad for the Vaporeon fans, though. Out of all of the Pokemon that I've been, like, heavily memed on in very inappropriate ways, none of them have been favorites of mine, so I'm okay with it. So, I guess we're gonna start off and do it in this order. Actually, here, let's swap that black and white, just to kind of mix things up. So, starting off with Prismatics, we only have 3 packs doing a head-to-head here. A lot of the times my head-to-heads either have more than 2 options or more packs, so this'll be an interesting one. There is the code card. And we have the Baneri, the Pinsir, Larvitar, Black Belts Training, Cypher Maniacs Code Breaking, the Screamtail, Ogre's Mask, the Litleo as a reverse. Behind that, we have an Unsparce, and behind that, we have a Monkey Dory. Alright, nothing from our first pack. They get to go over there. Alright, White Flare, can you bring out something better? Can you bring out something better than a hollow Monkey Dory? There's a code card. We have the Frillish Pharaoh Seed Trubbish. I always wanted to ask, like, the people that watch my videos and they actually take those code cards. When I, like, have them upside down, does that drive you insane? Like, how do you do it? Do you screenshot them? As my channel gets more popular, you have to get faster at it. I assume eventually the screenshot method won't work. We have a Bouffalant EX. Okay, that is at least something. That does beat a Hollow Monkey Dory. People really liked the easels, so we're gonna bring out the easels. Also, both of them just had a grass energy inside. So the top cards for each one will get its own little easel. Just to kind of display where we're at. So we're on our next Prismatic Evolutions. Yeah, last time I did the easel thing, and what was the last time I did one of these, like, head versus head things? People really liked that idea. The idea was a little bit different, though. The idea was I was going to be looking at just the top pole. Like, not in totality, just the top pole. And, this time we are going to be going off of totality. We have the Hawlucha here as a reverse, Crispin as a reverse, and... okay, well, you beat Monkey Dory as well. You are still just a basic holo, though. I'll be honest, I don't even remember where I got those easels from. I've had them for forever. We have the Black Bolt. I would be interested in picking some more up, just for, like, little things like this. I think I have, like, one or two more laying around somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So we have the Drillbur, Plink, the Golett, Fungus, the Simipour, Air Balloon, Dara Martin, Minchino as a reverse. I know it's like Darmanitan, but I like to call him Dara Martin. We have the, you know what? I'll let you guys tell me how to say that one. And we have a Landorus holo. Very nice looking holo. Like, very nice. Oh, and we have a reverse energy. I count these as hits. So that is another hit for our Pokemon Black and White here. Now, if I recall, you can get holo energies out of Prismatic Evolutions, so it's not really an advantage. It's just kind of just another hit, really. So we have our code card. I keep doing it upside down now that I mention it, but that's the way that the cards come out. Like, it's just kind of how it do be. Black Belt's training the Regigigas, Cypher Maniac's code breaking, the Screamtail Umbreon as a reverse, certainly not too bad. We have the Dusknoir and something! A Sylveon. Yeah, I don't think our Prismatic is really competing here today. All of the work, not really all of the work, but all of the headache over trying to get my hands on that, just for its best pulls to be 3 holos. I mean, granted, one of them is my Jolteon, but still. Let's see how the black and white one does. This one was not a headache for me to get. I ordered it and it arrived at my door. That's kind of what you would hope for. I actually think I ordered it from the same seller too. So we have the Hilda, the Dewott as a reverse, Lillipup, so nothing in the reverse slots, but maybe, okay, well, I threw it, but we do have a full art Reshiram EX, which I immediately dropped. Okay, I mean, come on, man. Which one do you really think won? We got 3 holos in there. We got 2 EXs, one of them being a full art, alongside a holo energy as well. Like, let's be honest, who we think won here?
It is Prismatic.
I fear not, sir.
And the kind of, joke. Okay, it's not a joke, a very serious, very serious topic from the beginning of the video. As to which one actually has the better poster. Well, not only am I just nostalgic for Pokemon Black and White, and I would prefer that over just Evolutions, I also think the poster design was just better. They were able to work better with the idea of having all of the Pokemon from the generation on the back. Evolutions 1, they kind of had to figure out something they could do. So like, hey, let's just do all of the Evolutions cards on the back. But then, like, the front, it's a really cool, like, artistic depiction of our 2 box legendaries. And then the front of Prismatic Evolutions 1 is neat, but that's the same stylings that we've seen all over for that set. And it has the giant Prismatic Evolutions logo in the center. I mean, it really feels like this is something that you're going to see in a game store, not something you're really going to display alongside your collection. So not only did Black and White heavily win out in the poll category, I also just like the poster more. But, of course, that is all up to interpretation. But time for the part that you guys are all actually waiting for. The only reason people actually watch my videos is the bonus card of the day, right? That's all you guys care about is the last, like, minute or so of my videos, right? Explanation right down there in that corner. Pulling a random card from the back and playing Guess the Year as always. We have a Koraidon sleeve right here. Very holographic. I believe this was base set, Scarlet and Violet. So for guess the year... Oh, is there a price? No, there isn't. There usually isn't. We have a little bit of whitening along the top here. Is that like almost like a dent right there at the bottom of the card? Same with right there. This guy's been around for a little bit. Now, there is a chance that we could be looking at just a base set Scarlet and Violet card. I'm gonna guess... You know what? I think we're gonna call it. I think we're gonna say that's what this is. When was base set Scarlet and Violet? We can cheat because we have the sleeve here. So this was 2023. So let's just do 2023. Let's follow the sleeve. 2024. Okay. That's usually the thing. The sleeve kind of usually sets like a base for you, right? A lot of the times, if you're going to sleeve a card, you know, that you pulled, you're going to be using sleeves that you already have, right? So usually this is like, okay, 2023 or newer. That's not always the case. I've pulled base set cards out of modern sleeves, but it's just like a good rule of thumb. And yeah, that was the case here. They had those sleeves for a year, then they pulled this Veluza as a beautiful shiny card. I had no idea its shiny was green, and honestly, with it being like a mechanical fish kind of deal, doing that like, that neon green is just so fitting. Like, I kind of like it shiny more than the original, and a lot of people really don't like a lot of the green shinies. I think this one was done well. Just because some of them are bad doesn't mean that they're all bad. This one's fantastic. All right, well, now I have some cards this sleeve. I guess mostly just 3 cards this sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and take you guys over to the green screen, man. Hi, it's me, again. Are you surprised? If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. As always, a massive shout out to my YouTube channel members. Pokey Hoarder J, Obsidian, Smokey of the Sun, Andrew B, Bod, Reed, KDF21, Lana C, Kiss of Ember, Air, Sucker Punch, Lycan, Car, Ava, Reese, Billy Wilmo, Obsidian Panther, Ineffable, Andre Mosquita, Grassy Blackwell, Lime Kiwi, Crispy Demon Duck, Cold Drip Gaming, Aquamarina369, Wonder Bread, Spiral of Vertigo, Shadow Family 15, Thomas Mancini, Brewster, Shea Blancet, Ugor, Steve Ball 6, Tordanand, RX Vane, VR, Megabyte, Bloopy Amari, Mez Awesomes, Eevee in Space, Chance D, Diabels, That Souls Girl, Psycho Panda, Borisu, Flamehead, My Little Gaming, Joseph Flong, The Terminator 624, Misha, Ryan McKenzie, which I want to take a little pause here. That really caught me off guard. That's the one that I worked with for years. Assuming this is the same Ryan McKenzie. Hi Ryan, Emma, and Wounds Do. Thank you all for your continued support. If you guys want to check out some more content, well on this side, I'm going to go ahead and link my video on the Pokemon 151 poster collection. I don't even know how old that video is or if it's even any good or what else was included in that video. But here it is. On this, I'm going to have a post of all of my Pokemon videos if you feel like binging. And lastly, a link above my head is going to take you to the community Discord if you feel like joining in. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.